got sunshine today. So I'm just curious, has anybody been kind of blue, a little out of sorts around 4 o'clock weekdays missing Oprah? People, I miss Oprah, I'm sorry. I was starting to have full-on withdrawal symptoms. And then something good happened. Our cable station actually carries retro TV. I have been catching up on old TV series. I've been watching Route 66, people. Now, for those of you too young to know what that is, it's basically the story of two very young, good-looking, clean-cut guys who go out on the road to try to find out where they fit in. Apparently, Route 66 never made it through San Francisco, because they would be okay. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I feel like, okay, you got San Francisco, you got Route 66, and then here's the thing that really gets to me. Now, here we are, San Francisco, we are not losing any weirdo points, people. Because just like Al Clinton mentioned, there are actually, here's the San Francisco event. There are guys that walk around naked. He told you about that. Tourists, are there tourists here? Let me know if you're a tourist. Clap if you're a tourist. Be prepared. This is not cute. Okay, they're naked. I can take a naked man, but what about the backpack and the fanny belt so they can carry all their junk stuff? And what about the sandals with socks? That's what kills me for me. That is not funny. They draw a crowd all the time, though. Marcus Bachman was here last week. He was taping them for his reparative therapy class. Ooh, we don't have this in Minnesota. It's too cold. That dude. And I know for a fact that he was the only Republican who was not upset about the flash mob that happened out in front of the Republican convention. Did you guys see the flash mob that happened? He's not upset. It is on his laptop for sure. And when he's alone, he is enjoying it and dancing. Marcus, you know he is. Don't think about it too long, but you know he is. It's the truth. Read in the paper, there was an article about wonderful Bay Area hiking trails that are meant for walking under a full moon. People, am I gonna walk a dirt trail at night? Do you think so? Under a full moon? I am pretty sure it's gonna be all white folks. We don't do that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking maybe the surviving family might win a haunted house. Because y'all don't know about haunted houses. What is with white people in haunted houses? There's even an ad out right now for this movie, Dream House. And there's all kind of, the house moans, it talks, fires just start up in the middle of the house. The little girl at the end of the ad says, everyone who lives in this house dies. White people, listen to your children. They are telling the truth. Black people just move. Take a clue. Now I'm being, okay, so I do the Pine Sol commercials, but here, I pay attention to commercials for sure. And there's one right now that is really pretty disgusting. There's a woman in her greenhouse tending to her plants, and her husband sticks his head in the door and says, I just bought us minutes on AT&T. And she gets this look on her face that is just nasty. And she's talking to her man like she needs a drink. And she looks at him and says, well, how much is that gonna cost? And she's standing in her own greenhouse. What the hell? And then she says under her breath, I should have married John Clark. And he says, well, the minutes were free. See, people, I feel that man. I know he hates her. And I think the real next scene would be him standing, handcuffed, rocking next to a patrol car. The cops asking him, what happened? She loved her plants. She was always tending to her plants. She should have been tending to me. I saw those hydrangeas and I just snapped. That, people, is real life. That's what really would have happened. You know it's the truth. All right, people, we're going to close out with a poem because that's what I do. So I'm going to ask you to enjoy a little improv and let me do a poem for you. I will ask you what you want the poem to be about. You have to yell loud. I will hear the first 2 or 3 things that I hear clearly, and then I will do a poem on them. Okay? What? Politics. Politics, diarrhea, and what? Ice cream? Politics, diarrhea, and ice cream. Let's go for it. Please welcome your homeless street poet. Her name is Dadisi, and she's here for you. Please welcome her. My name is Dadisi. This is my poem on politics, diarrhea, and ice cream. When you realize that what you just put in your mouth wasn't really what you should have done, you realize, oh man, that was some calories. That shit was banana. I had vanilla and chocolate. They called that ice cream. Then I realized for a minute, wait a minute, I got to go vote for something anywhere. I got to put my name out there. I got to make sure people know what I'm thinking about. And you realize you just got diarrhea of the mouth. Yet diarrhea is not the thing that's going to mess you up. It's really clearly going to be something else, because then you realize, oh man, if I actually get this ice cream cone, I'm going to have to lick in front of all these people. You don't want to do that in public, but you don't want to vote either. What's wrong with you? Yet when you vote, you're not sure what you're voting for, so you merely go back and say, hey, I just should have had a scoop. You should have had a scoop because now you got poop. You know what I'm saying, diarrhea. But in the end, it all comes down to a simple thing. It's not really what you thought you were going to vote for or what you thought you were going to eat. It's how it comes out at the end. And so we're just trying to say loosen is not good. We got to tighten it all up. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in the booth and you pull the lever all by yourself, make sure you do it right. Otherwise, we might have a diarrhea moment. Take that home with you, people. Happy Comedy Day. Thanks for coming out.